be good if you go through the PPTs. And I suggest you, whatever the way in which I write, means I use brace bracket, I use opening bracket, I use square brackets. So try to note these things and use those conventions while writing in your notepad. That is a good practice. See, let me tell you that this is the only engineering subject whatever you are learning in all 4 years. Not this. You might not agree with me, but this is engineering subject. This is design subject. And here we are learning the how to interpret the algorithms, how to implement the algorithms along with some examples. So no matter the subject is related with the compilers or languages, but it doesn't mean that the technique, whatever you are learning, you will learn here, will be always useful, lifelong in your professional career. Because uh, in algorithms or in pseudocode, we use some notations to represent the things. That's how the architect or civil engineer draws the design of maybe two-storied or seven-storied building, and that is given to the mistri or gavandi or workers who work on the actual ground. Even though the engineer do not interact with the people who are working on the ground level, but his designs can tell him what is the composition of the RRC, how many cement bags, how many water, how much, what is size of the iron rods required to be in the beam. That these things are conveyed through the only drawings. Same thing is here. When you go in a professional company, they will give you some kind of diagrams, maybe use case diagram, behavior diagram, or whatever you will learn in software engineering. And from that, you have to understand what exactly you are going to do on your end. So, so the what I suggest is that always read original algorithms from good books. I have already given the book, so it will help your mind. It will tune your mind to think technically, like engineers. See, engineers and workers, there is difference. So if you know something mechanically that कि भाई पहले क्लच दबाओ बाद में गियर छोड़ो फिर एक्सीलेटर बढ़ाओ ये this is not a thing. But if you think that process in terms of some algorithm, systematic algorithm, then you can adapt that thing. You can learn or grasp that thing very easily. And normally algorithms are 2 or 3 or 7 line algorithms are there. Nobody tells you to mug up those algorithms and like that is not there. It is only for training your mind how to think. Anyway, in this agenda is very simple. We are trying to understand. Actually, I have taken the example that how to construct DFA, and I have already given you the idea definition of what is a LR0 atom, what is canonical collection, what is meaning of the set, and all that. So we are taking one example, and I will be giving you one homework assignment on this today's example. This is a famous grammar, expression grammar, and I will try to serve. We shall go shortly through the actual original algorithms, whatever we are using to build the DFA. So I will be talking that why DFA is important, why it is constructed first and then parsing table, why not directly parsing table. These are useless and silly questions. So anyway, I will start. So I will just recap that there is an input buffer, there is a stack contains states, S is representing state and capital X is representing some terminal or non-terminal. Parsing algorithm is there. There can be 3 types of parsers like SLR parser, CLR parser, and LLR parser. Then parsing table is associated with 2 parts, that is action part and go to part. Anyway, I just revised it. Then this is the logic. So later you download this and you go through this slide, and it is these steps are used to actual parsing. Today we are not learning how to do the parsing of a substatement, so I will skip this. Then in action part, I told you that there are 4 actions like ship, reduce, accept, and error. We shall talk in detail in next. And there is another, that is a go to part is there. Here only changes current state to next state is there. So actually these are functions. Now here we are using something called as a LR0 atom. You collect this. I have given you homework that find the good definition for the kernel atom and non-kernel atom. Kernel atom means what? It is an atom which generates another atoms like production rules. And non-kernel atoms can be there that which cannot generate any new more production rule or set of items. Then there is an example A, X, Y, Z. So length of this right hand side is 3. So n plus 1, that is 4. So 4 atoms can be generated from this given production rule. This is how. So what we are doing, we are putting dot in front of the right hand side. Then we are moving that dot one position ahead like this. And we are tracing Suppose in then part here in a blue, there are 4 production rules. Dot is in front of X. In second line, dot is in front of capital Y. Then dot is in front of capital Z. And then dot is at the end of the Z. It means that whenever the dot is in front of some non-terminal capital letter, then we can add whatever is generated by that atom. For example, dot is in front of X. Then you have to search the original grammar. And in original grammar, you have to search the production rules, which are generating something ahead of X. The X will generate, suppose A will generate B. So you have to add all those atoms into that set. So here we call this as a canonical set or LR0 atom set. So this is what I want to revise. Now, if there is a production like A to epsilon, means there is nothing, A is not generating anything, then you can generate simply A to dot. So that is the mechanism. And if it is XYZ, then you have to move the position of dot. So what is logic in this? That we want to trace that atom that we shall see during the actual example. So I hope you took the screenshot. This is simple, that all atoms in LR0 atoms are grouped together. So atoms are grouped together into one set. And that set is given some number like I0, I7 or whatever. So that's why it is a IN. So that number IN means I2 or I3, whatever, is nothing but it is a state of the machine, DFA. That is what we are learning. This is the main point. Now, let us say this. So once we collect all the atoms, initially there is a I only. I will be telling you what is that I. So against this each I1, I2, I3 means whatever, we have to map go-to actions. So IN is representing some kind of set number, say 1, 2, 3, 4, and X is representing some non-terminal in the given grammar. So we have to, every time we have to map. So it doesn't mean that every time we will get some output. Say goto is a function, it has some output, right? So sometimes goto gives some output, or sometimes it do not give any output, means there is no next state. So this is logic. Now, this is the algorithm. What is the meaning of the closure? So when I say that a canonical collection of set, it means what? We are collecting the closure of particular set I. Remember, every set has some number, I1, I2, I3, whatever. So initial set is called as a I, simply I. There is nothing, no prefix or suffix. So what we do here as per this algorithm, so we just add itself into the closure of that. Closure means what? Closure of I means it is some kind of set. It may contain one production rule, it may contain multiple production rule, or sometimes it may contain nothing. That is different issue. But first rule is that if I contain something, it may contain one production rule. Original I can contain one production rule, two production rule, or three, or whatever. It depends on the grammar. But whatever is there in I is placed into closure of I. So this is clear. Then second step is that you have to watch the dot position. So every production has dot somewhere. It may be in the beginning, it may be at the end. If dot is at the end, then there is no need, because it means that you have traced all the items in that
पण
set.
लागत नाही दिख रहा तर हटना का बेच वरती पण बाकी पूरा वाचना.
If dot is somewhere in front of some capital letter, non-terminal, let us say in this rule number 2, dot is in front of B, right? So what you have to do, if there is some situation like this is just pattern matching. So you have to refer to the original grammar, and in that you have to identify how many production rules are there which are generating something from capital B. So for example, B is giving you gamma. So you have to add this production rule into the closure of I. See, here we are learning about how to compute the closure of I. So in this way, recursively, you have to generate one set. From that one set, you have to generate another set, next set, like until no more new sets are possible to generate. That's why it is called as a closure. You are familiar with the concept of the positive closure, clean closure, and all that. Same is there. It is extended up to this point. So this is algorithm. You go and read line by line later. Then this is again more compact, that if for up to j is equal to I, repeat for each production rule like this, where dot is in front of B, then add all the production rules in a closure of respective I, and until no more new atoms to be added in the round. So in this way, you have to compute the closure. So this is another representation. This is algorithm. Now here I have modified it for understanding. If I is a set of atoms of a grammar, see, please remember, we add something called as a new start symbol, say S dash or whatever, into the given grammar. And then we put dots in the right hand side of all the production rules. Then we generate the I set, simply I set, that is a initial set. So this initial set contains new start symbol, that is a S dash. I will be showing you soon. Then closure of I is the set of atoms computed by using these following rules. Same thing is here. Initially, every atom in I is added to closure of I. This is the first rule. Means whatever a set I contains, everything is added into closure of I. Then, if there is some production rule like this, A giving alpha dot capital B and beta, then closure of I contains B giving gamma. Just suppose that B to gamma, B is giving gamma is a production rule in the original set. Now see here that I have placed, you have to add dot in front of gamma. See, original grammar में dot नहीं था. Then we add production rule like this. So this is logic. You have to catch this. It is just like catching a ball and catching a bus. You have to catch this. So you have to put dot in front of the starting of the right hand side of particular production rule, which starts with capital B. Apply this rule until no more new atoms can be added to closure of all I. So this is the logic, computing the closure of some set. So I hope you can take the screenshot of this slide number 13. Anyway, now there is another function that is called as a goto. So in here blue box, I have simplified it. See, when you want to compute goto, so if there is a production rule like this, A giving you alpha is in a red, there is a red dot, X is there capital and beta is there. So this is a pattern. It can be anything. Alpha and beta can be string of terminals, non-terminals or both. So if dot is in front of some capital letter, non-terminal X, then when you want to map goto, now assume that this A alpha X beta is in set I. I can be some set, abstract set. Then goto Ix will be like this. So what will be the output if this is a production rule? The output is that you have to shift that dot. Please remember, please note this. Those people who are using mobile phone, they can enlarge this slide number 14. That here, the output of goto function contains same production rule. That is not a problem, but it contains dot one place shifted, one place ahead. So here, the position of dot is changed. So in this way, we move dot position, one position, second position, third position until end of the production rule. That's why it is a recursive. So I hope you have seen the last line in the box. Now then you read this theoretical original algorithm from book, that the second useful function is a goto function Ix, where I is a set of atoms and X is a grammar symbol. Goto Ix is defined to be the closure of the set of all atoms such that A giving alpha X dot beta such that A is giving you alpha dot X beta, means you are shifted the dot पहले X के पहले था, बाद में आपने उसको X के बाद में चले गया हूं at the end of X and before beginning of beta. So see here, the author is using square brackets to represent atoms. So go through this, read this. We shall see through the example, same thing, how to compute the goto function, operate the goto function. Now this is the homework for you. This is a grammar. Please note this grammar is a little different, whatever we have seen up till now. So I insist you all, whatever I am showing today, you should write in your notebook later. So here total 5 production rules are there. Whatever yes is there, it is called as a new start symbol. So you have to construct LR0 automata, means TFA, from this grammar. So for that, what you have to do? You have to start computing I set from I to I0, I0 to I1, I2, I3, up to whatever. So that we are going to see. So until and unless you work with pen and paper at your end, even though people may be thinking that okay, I can understand this, that is not a good way. If you practice it, it will reveal some few more things which I cannot capture in my speaking. So take the screenshot, you are the homework. Now, these are the steps. Now, all steps are not needed. These are the steps to construct the SLR parsing table. See, last time I told you that mostly the steps are common for SLR parsing table. S means simple. CLR parsing, C means canonical. LALR means look ahead. LR parsing table. So these are common. First is assign the rules to the production rules in a given grammar. Compute first and follow set for each non-terminal. Then add a new start symbol like S dash. See, S dash is a there. You can add anything like X, Y, Z, capital. Then compute I0 set canonical L0 atoms by taking closure of this. So here closure of S to S dash. It means that S is your old start symbol. S dash is a new start symbol in the augmented grammar. Then compute goto, we have just seen, and then compute actions. There are some actions which are related with the shift. and there are some actions which are related with the reduce that we shall see. And then we have to refer the parsing table to construct SLR parsing table, sorry. We have to refer that parsing table algorithm to construct parsing table. So these are steps. Now this is the example. So this is the grammar. Now see here, there is no bracket. So in older grammar, we have seen in bracket, E is enclosed in bracket, opening bracket, capital E, and closing bracket. There is no production rule like that. That's why this parser is different. So here, 5 production rules are there, 3 non-terminals are there, and 3 terminals are there, plus, star, and ID. So first is that you have to compute first and follow set. Then you have to construct the go-to mappings required for the DFA. Then you have to construct the parsing table, SLR parsing table. Then you have to process that string ID plus ID, star ID. Now, this example we cannot cover in 50 minutes. So I have broken it into parts. So some part of this exercise will be covered in next session. So we have to show the parser moves. Now let us go ahead. Now to start, this is the original grammar in blue ash color box. We have added the start symbol yes, because there is no need to put dash here. Sometimes do not stuck every time. कि भाई yes dash बोला फिर yes क्यों डाला, like that. You can add anything. So here assume that yes is a new start symbol. Now here total production rules are 6. Now give the numbering. I have given the numbering like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you have to do the numbering. Then you have to compute the first and follow up the all the non-terminals E, T, F. See, you don't have to compute the first and follow up the new start symbol, that is a capital yes. You don't need. So that is there, right? So I am going ahead. So like this. So here you can easily compute just by watching manually the original production set given in a blue. That what is first of E is generating T is generating F is generating ID. That's why it is there. What is follow up T? See, first production rule plus is after E. That's why it is follow. Suppose follow up T. So star is after T. That's why star is in the follow up T. Then there is a rule. Add follow up E to follow up T. Just refer the previous rules. So in this way, we have generated the set, first and follow set. So anyway, we shall discuss it in detail later. So in this way, we have completed the second step. Now, here we start. So original grammar is given with numbered production rules. As I told you, give the proper numbering, wise numbering. So it will learn from the experience. Now here the I is a some set, some production rule that starts with new start symbol, giving you here. Dot is in front of E, right? So this is I. This is original I. S is the original new start symbol in augmented grammar, and S is generating E. So we have kept dot in front of E like this. Just think on it. Then the closure of I contains the set of atoms I0. If you take the closure of this production rule, luckily there is only one production rule. Then call it as a I0. So this is convention. I cannot do anything for it. Why I0? You can do with I9 or I11, whatever. but it is a convention. If you start taking closure of original I set, or you can call it as the initial set. Initial set contains only that production rule which contains new start symbol, that is yes. There might be some case where a new start symbol may lead to 3 production rules, multiple production rules. But up till now, there is only one production rule. And I repeat, you have to put dot there. ये सब खेल dot का है. How you move that dot, how wisely you move that dot by taking the help of the algorithms, whatever we have just seen. Now you have to compute the I0 set. Then you have to take closure of I. This is that. So I hope everybody is with me. You are trying, you understood up to this point. What is I? I is a production rule or set of production rules which contains new start symbol. Here new start symbol is a yes only. That's why S2E is there. You can see in a red box in a left corner. Now when we take closure, we have to shift the dot one position ahead. This is the logic. So like this. So again, refer the slide number 11, 12, and 13 if you don't understand, if you are not comfortable. So here I have taken the closure of I. So this is there. See, first original जो I का set में का जो atom है वो as it is रख दिया उसमें. Yes, giving you dot E. As it is, keep it as it is. I just talk. Now, after this, because dot is in front of E is a capital letter, E is a non-terminal. So you have to refer the original set. And then from E, you get the 2 production rules, rule number 1 and rule number 2. From 1 and 2, you get 3, 4, and 5. And everywhere, but we are putting dot in front of that. So this is the convention. So I is containing yes, giving you dot E, that is as it is. And then dot is in front of E. That's why we are collecting all that. That's it. That is called as a collection of atoms. So what we are doing, we are referring original grammar. From dot E, we are getting 1, 2 production rules. And from 1, 2, we are getting 3, 4, and 5. And we are writing those production rules in I0. That's why therefore I0 is something like this. And we are putting dot in the beginning position of the right hand side of any production rule. Now here from I0 we start generating I1, I2, I3, and while doing that we are shifting dot one place ahead. So this is very important. You have to understand it. So I hope you got this. So I0 contains these 6 atoms which starts with dot E. Now see here, you can collect the atoms. Now in I0, there are 2 production rules which starts with capital E. There are 2 production rules which starts with capital T. There is only 1 production rule which starts with capital F, and there is a ID. ID is a terminal, but it starts with it. So in this way, we have to compute goto. So that's why how many gotos are generated from 6 production rules from I0. I0 contains 6 production rules. This is set of atoms, canonical set of atoms. This is called as the LR0 atom. So go to I0E is there, go to I0T is there, go to I0F is there, and lastly to 0 ID is there. I hope you got. Again, you can refer the algorithms from slide 37 and 38 in previous slides, PPT. Are you getting me? From I0 contains 6 production rules. From those 6 production rules, what is our observation? That there are 2 production rules which starts dot at the beginning with similar symbol, that is a dot E. There are 2 production rules which begins with same symbol like dot T. There is only 1 production rule which starts with capital F like. So in this way, from these 6 production rules, you got 4 go-to operations. Now you have to compute the go-to. And when you want to compute the go-to, you have to compute the closer. So let us see. Like this. This is the rule we have just seen. If there is a production rule like this, alpha dot x beta, then go-to of ix is that go-to of ix contains alpha x dot is shifted one place ahead. This is the important point. And then beta. So you have to add that atom, new atom. When you shift dot one place ahead, you have to add that atom into go-to set. Or you can call it as a closer. Therefore, go-to is a closer of following. So I hope you are clear with this. Now let us compute I0 capital E. So I0 capital E means closer of these 2 production rules. S2E and S2E T E dot plus T. Now see here, I1, I am giving the go-to, the output of go-to I0 is 1. So it is a new set. I0 is a 1 set, I1 is a new set generated by taking closer. तो इसमें क्या हो गया देखिए आप लाइन नंबर देखिए क्लियरली इसको. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर एबल टू सी इट, यू एनलार्ज इट. देखिए यस ई के बाद में डॉट आता है, ई गिविंग यू ई डॉट प्लस टी, तो डॉट एक प्लेस आगे आ गया. अब I0 में देखेंगे तो क्या होगा, डॉट इज इन द बिगिनिंग. यस इज गिविंग यू डॉट ई इज गिविंग यू डॉट ई प्लस टी, तो आपने एक प्लेस डॉट मूव किया. That's why it is called as a go-to. And now you got 2 production rules. So you are clubbing it into one set and you are giving the name I1. Right? I hope you are understanding it. If not, you just repeat this PPT on your end, you will understand it. और फिर भी अगर समझ में नहीं आता तो it's very bad, because as an engineer you should have a logical thinking power in you. You should have that engineering algorithmic approach to think, analyze the concepts as per the algorithms. So I have already shown you the algorithm. I am giving you this, how you are shifting the dot one place ahead while computing go-to. Now here we have computed I0E. Now let us compute go-to of I0T. So here there are 2 production rules in I0 set. Every time you have to refer the previous set. So what is there? Dot is in front of T. Dot is there. E generating dot T. T generating dot T star F, like this. So what do you have to do? You have to shift dot one place ahead. So see the closer. Here E is generating T dot, brace bracket complete, brace bracket start. T is generating T dot star F, like this. Now see, where is dot? Now dot is in front of, see, एक तो dot end में है. If dot is at the end, then there is nothing, you cannot do anything. But if your closer contains something, some non-terminal where dot is in front of it, then you have to explore and collect the items from the original set. If it is not there, there is no need to refer the original set. This is logic. So what you have done in closer of go to I0T, you have shifted dot one place, one position ahead of respective non-terminal, say X or T. Now you want to compute the I0F. तो let us see it. तो I0F में क्या होगा? आप डॉट एक प्लेस आगे चला जाएंगे. In same way, F2 ID is there. तो उसमें भी क्या होगा? डॉट ID के पीछे चले जाएगा. Like this. So in this way, you are given name. The closure of means go to of I0F is I3, and see in the closure you have shifted dot one place ahead. What is rule? You have to put those items in that closure as it is in a set. So anyway, so I am just more elaborating. See, blue lines are there. Go to I0E, then closure of I0E is like this. We have shifted dot one place ahead, and then we have formed the set by means keep it as it is. We have seen this in rule in algorithm. But here, fortunately, dot is, there is no production rule which contains dot in front of some non-terminal. इसमें क्या है? दो ही production rule है, but it contains dot in front of terminal, that is a plus symbol. The plus cannot generate anything. It is a terminal symbol, but non-terminal generates. But here there is no situation. So we have concluded that this is the final set of I1. Same way, we have written this in box. See this box on the left hand side. I have collected I1 item into one box. You also make the practice. So this box is representing one canonical set of items, and I1 is representing state 1 of a DFA, whatever we are going to compute. Now go to T is there, see blue line. So ओरिजिनल प्रोडक्शन रूल्स में T के पहले डॉट है, हमने उसको एक प्लेस आगे सरका दिया. We have just shifted it. So in this way we got I2, and dot is a after T. पहले T के पहले था, बाद में वो T के बाद में आ गया. But fortunately there is a no non-terminal which contains some dot. यहाँ पर क्या है? Star is there. Star के पहले dot है. I hope you are able to see at your end. लेकिन स्टार कुछ जनरेट नहीं करता. See your original grammar, because star is a terminal symbol. So we have packed it into one box, I2. See here. Similarly, go to I0F. तो हमने ओरिजिनल ग्रामर को I0 में ये किया. Now what we are doing? We are referring every time I0 because हम I0 का go to ले रहे हैं. That's why we are referring I0 set. It is in the box. So we have shifted dot one place ahead. So T giving you F dash. So I3 को हमने fix से box में लिख दिया. Similarly, we have generated I4 from closure of particular production rule shown here, and go to I0 ID. So think like an engineer and try to understand, try to grasp this. एड़े जैसा मत कीजिए. You have to require some theoretical foundation, and we have talked about the theoretical foundation. Now see, from I0 there are only 4 go-tos possible. मतलब I0 से हम 4 ही go-to generate कर सकते हैं. We cannot do more. So what we have to do? We have to start with I1, then I2, then I3, then I4. Means हमने क्या किया? I0 से I1 बनाया, I2 बनाया, I3 बनाया, I4 बनाया. अब I0 से कुछ बनता नहीं, तो फिर हम क्या करेंगे? I1 में जाएंगे. I1 से कुछ बनता क्या देखेंगे. I1 पूरा खत्म हो गया तो फिर I2 में जाएंगे, उससे कुछ बनता क्या देखेंगे. And what we are doing? We are watching the position of dot. अगर डॉट अगर एंड में चले जाता है by shifting, by taking closure, while taking the closure we shift the dot one place ahead. If it is at the end, then we could not do anything as per the algorithm. So here 4 boxes are there, means total 5 boxes are there, right? Now let us take the I1. Here I have shaded I1. I1 contains two production rules. एक कौन सा है? Yes is giving you E dot. देखिए, this is the first production rule which contains dot itself at the end. तो इसका हम कुछ नहीं कर सकते. But there is another production rule. See in the box I1. I hope you are able to see the mouse movement on your end. तो इसमें डॉट कहाँ पे है? डॉट इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ प्लस. सो यू कैन टेक गो टू अगेंस्ट दिस I1. तो हम कैसा गो टू लेंगे? गो टू ऑफ I1 प्लस. I1 इज द फर्स्ट पैरामीटर, प्लस इज द सेकंड पैरामीटर, लाइक दिस. फिर उसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा? इट विल बी क्लोजर. क्लोजर क्या आएगा? डॉट हमको एक प्लेस आगे सरकाने का है, तो क्या होगा? क्लोजर ऑफ E इज गिविंग यू E arrow E plus dot T. So see I1, so dot was in front of plus, now dot is after plus. That is what is called as a closer. You are shifting the position of dot. Now dot is in front of T, right? So you can add the production rules which are generated by T, क्योंकि dot is in front of T. T is a non-terminal. So like this. तो what you have done, क्लोजर में जो है वो as it is रख दिया आपने, E giving you E plus dot T. Okay. Now dot is in front of capital T, so you are referring to the original grammar G. और जितने भी G में ग्रामर प्रोडक्शन रूल्स है जो T को मैप करते हैं, T को मैप करने वाले रूल्स कौन से हैं? 3 is there and 4 is there. See, are you reading this? Are you able to see this? So T giving you T star F and T giving you F, roll number 4, 3 and 4, these are there. बाद में F क्या होगा? F से फिर से आपको ID जनरेट होता है, roll number 5 is there. So like this, we have generated go to of I1 plus का go to contains 4 production rules. एक तो ओरिजिनल क्लोजर में का, और बचे जो 3 है, these are generated by capital T because dot was in front of T. This is logic, and this thing is called as a I5. So you just understand this. Now you can collect these atoms into some box like this. I have collected it. So E is giving you E plus dot T, T is giving you dot T star F, T is giving you dot F, F is giving you dot ID. Total 4 production rules are there. अभी I1 जो है, I1 में का पहला प्रोडक्शन रूल तो कुछ काम का ही नहीं, बिकॉज इट कंटेन्स डॉट एट द एंड. सेकंड प्रोडक्शन रूल में डॉट है प्लस के पहले, हमने उसको एक्सप्लोर कर लिया. नाउ इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू एक्सप्लोर एनी मोर एटम्स फ्रॉम I1. I1 का काम खत्म हो गया. नाउ लेट अस स्विच टू I2. सो आई हैव पेंटेड इट. देखिए भाइयों और बहनों, ये I2 मैंने पेंट करके रखा है. एंड ऑब्जर्व दिस, व्हाट इज देयर इन I2. अब ये मत पूछो कि ये I2 कैसे आया. तो I2 contains one production rule which contains dot at the end. E is giving you T dot. I hope you are able to see this. आपको ये समझना चाहिए कि what is dot and what is comma and what is semicolon at your end. That's why I always suggest you to use laptop or desktop at least for SS, because there are certain things like this. You have to traverse through the dot position, and this is very important. If you miss the motion of dot in one step, that mistake is percolated into subsequent steps. In this way, your answer may go wrong. So to avoid this, you should be very careful about the position of dot. Now, set I2 contains do box. It contains टू प्रोडक्शन रूल्स, एक में टी के बाद में डॉट है, एक में स्टार के पहले डॉट है, राइट? सो इन दिस वे we can compute go to related with the star. That's why there is there go to I2 star. So when you do this, so it will be closer of that production rule which contains dot in the beginning. So आप क्या करेंगे, डॉट को एक प्लेस आगे शिफ्ट कर देंगे. So closer will contain T arrow T capital T star dot and F. Now again here dot is in front of some non-terminal. If dot is in front of some non-terminal, refer the original production set. There is a rule number 5. Add that rule into your set and put dot in the beginning like this. So there are two production rules. Pehla production rule contains dot in front of F. Second production rule contains dot in front of ID. So this is how you can give the name I6 to this set. So every set should be numbered. So we are giving name I6. तो जैसे जैसे जनरेट होते हैं वैसे वैसे आप नंबरिंग कर सकते हैं. बट इफ यू टेक द रॉन्ग सीक्वेंस तो आपका नंबरिंग भी रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. दैट इज इंपॉर्टेंट. सो भाइयों हम अभी खत्म होने तक आ ही गए हैं. एनीवे नाउ फ्रॉम I2 there are only two production rules. One, you cannot do anything because dot is at the end. There was second production rule. We have shifted that dot. So we got new set I6. Now we cannot do anything with I2. I2 set का काम हो गया. Now let us switch to I3. Now I3 में क्या है? I3 में already dot at the end है. Can you see this? See this. Enlarge this from your end. I3 में, I4 में भी देखिए. I4 में there is only one production rule which contains dot at the end. So you cannot explore it. So you have to jump on the I5. Because I3 और I4 में dot already end में है. So there is no need to explore them. So anyway, I have created the new box for representing I6, which contains this go to of I2 star. Here, hope you are able to see it. देखिए अब आ गया, right? Now jump to I5. Now here there are many possibilities because there are some production rules which contains dot in the beginning. There are some production rules which contains dots somewhere in between the string. So you have to think wisely that how many go-tos you can compute from this I5. So you have to club them. So T wale all T with dot, all F with dot, all ID with dot in the beginning. तो हमने क्या किया? We have imagined that go-to of I5 capital T, just call it as I7 क्योंकि 6 तक तो हमने कंप्यूट कर दिया. Then go-to of I5 with F, call it as I3. Then go-to of I5 ID, call it as I4, right? Now आप लोग बोलेंगे भाई 8 और 9 और 10 क्यों नहीं भाई? इसका रीजन ये है कि if you take the go-to of I5 to F, second line, so it is generating same set. So there is no need to number new set. मतलब you don't need to change the numbering. If it is a original already generated set, then there is no need to put some I8 or I9 like that. You can give the previous set number. So anyway, तो I5T, तो T वाले दो प्रोडक्शन रूल है. एक तो है E giving you arrow E plus dot T, दूसरा है T is giving you dot T star F. तो हम जब उसका गो टू लेंगे तो यू हैव टू मूव डॉट वन प्लेस अहेड. तो क्या होगा, पहले प्रोडक्शन रूल में E प्लस T डॉट एंड में आ जाएगा और जो ये है T इज गिविंग यू डॉट टी स्टार एफ, तो डॉट टी के बाद में आ जाएगा. सो इन दिस वे ये दो प्रोडक्शन रूल्स है, वो एज इट इज हम सेट में रखेंगे, गो टू सेट में रखेंगे. See, so I7, just call them as I7 because here E giving you E plus T dot, dot is at the end, इसका आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Second production rule is that T is giving you T dot star F. तो dot ये star के पहले है, star is a terminal, terminal cannot generate anything. So keep this set as it is and give name I7. Like this, I have generated the box. Now बचा कौन सा है? I5F. तो I5F मतलब क्या है? ओरिजिनल जो I5 है इसमें डॉट F के पहले है, तो क्या होगा वो? इफ यू टेक गो टू, इफ यू टेक क्लोजर, it dot will be shifted, so TF dot will be there. You are shifting. See this I5 in a box, shaded box. You are shifting to the end. Now you search the boxes, so you will find that I3 it is matching with I3. I3 contains TF dot. So the go-to, the output of the go-to I5F is I3. This is how there. In same way, go-to of ID, go-to of I5 ID. So originally इसमें डॉट ID के पहले है, कंप्यूटेशन के बाद में डॉट एक प्लेस आगे चले जाएगा. So it will contain the production rule like this. F is giving you ID dot. So friends, this is simple. If you use your common sense, you don't need to refer any other book. You don't have to worry about it, but you have to work out on your own with pen and paper on your side. So in this way, we have computed up to I7. तो हमने क्या किया? अब I5 में से हम we are not able to generate any more things. We have already considered all the production. I5 में 4 ही production rules है. हमने उसके 3 go to के chances बनाए. उसमें से जो कुछ भी निकला that is I7. बाकी तो I3 और I4 already generated है. So that is there. I4 is over. Now think about I6. तो I6 में क्या होगा? Dot is in front of F and dot is in front of ID. Two production rules are there. You can move dot one place ahead. So you can map them. What we are doing? We are mapping I6F go to I6F. So let us call it as I8. And when you are mapping go to I6 ID, call it as I4. Because I4 is already generated. So go to of I6Fs, what क्या होगा? It will be like this. You have shifted dot one place ahead. I hope you are getting me. Closure of T star dot F का जो closure आएगा वो एक पोजीशन आगे चले जाएगा. So in this way T star F dot and call it as I8. So I have printed the box for you. Now there is one more production rule, that is F2 dot ID. So let us compute go to of I6 ID. तो ID के पहले डॉट है, क्लोजर में क्या होगा? डॉट एक प्लेस आगे चले जाएगा. So you are getting F ID dot. So it is already computed. See the I4 box. That's why I give the name I4. तो आपने I6 खत्म कर दिया. Now let us see I7. In I7 there are only 2 production rules. उसमें का ये तो एक भी कुछ काम का नहीं है, because dot is at the end. E is giving you E plus T dot. Dot is at the end. You cannot do go to. It is already there. But there is a second production rule which tells you T is giving you T dot star F. So dot is in front of star. So you can compute go to. The go to of I7 star gives you some set, say I6. क्या होगा? डॉट एक प्लेस आगे आ जाएगा. So it will be like this. See this. Go to of I7 star. तो डॉट आपने एक प्लेस ऐड कर दिया. तो डॉट क्या हो गया, एफ के पहले आ गया, डॉट इज इन फ्रंट ऑफ कैपिटल एफ, एफ इज अ नॉन टर्मिनल, रेफर द ओरिजिनल ग्रामर, and f gives you id, or put dot in the beginning. So in this way there are two production rules, t giving you t star dot f and f is giving you dot id. So two production rules are there. So if you observe the previous, you have to scan every time, you have to scan recursively. So it is already generated, so there is no need to give some number like 9, 10 or 11. You can give the name i6. तो आप i6 का बॉक्स देखिए, उसमें already same production rules है, two production rules which are generated by operation go to of i7 star. So in this way friends, we have computed i7. अब i7 का काम हो गया. Now if you switch to the i8, तो i8 में क्या है, there is only one production rule but it contains dot at the end, so you cannot do any more computations. So dot is at the end. Now just collect all the items. तो हमने क्या किया, फ्रॉम i0 से 4 गो टू बनाए, तो i0e, i0t, i0f, i0id, और उसमें से नए सेट जो निकले उसको हमने नंबरिंग किया 1 2 3 4 लाइक दिस. बाद में क्या किया, हमने i1 को कंसिडर किया, उसमें से कितने बनाए, i1 से हमने 2 सेट्स बनाए. फ्रॉम i1 on plus and star we generated 5 and 6, i5 and i6. फिर i2 से कितने बनाए, i2 से हमने एक ही बनाया, i6 on star. फिर 3 और 4 में क्या है, there is dot already at the end, so we cannot generate anything, so we consider i5. i5 में dot is there in the beginning as well as somewhere in between. So from i5 we are able to generate 3 sets, i7, i3 and i4. तो इसमें का 7 मतलब ये नया है, और 3 और 4 जो है वो ऑलरेडी जनरेटेड है, राइट. नाउ i5 में से 3 ही आउटपुट निकला, बाकी इसका निकला नहीं. i6 से हमने 2 सेट बनाए, i8 एंड i4, सी दिस सेकंड कॉलम. बाद में i7 से हम i8 बनाया, i7 स्टार, गो टू ऑफ i7 स्टार. तो कितना हो गया ये, you just count it, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So 12 go tos are there. Dear friends, please listen me, all these go tos are nothing but these are the edges. You know, graph node is there, edge is there, so these are the edges of your DFA, directed graph. So 8 total edges are there. And how many states are there? 0 is the first state and 8 is the last state. Means total 9 states are there. 9 states are there and 8 edges are there in your graph. So that will be your homework, and you have to draw the DFA for this grammar, given grammar. Tomorrow in next lecture, we shall learn about how to parse the statement. Okay. So I don't know, I'm not taking much time, but the things are there that I want to make clear, that everyone is able to satisfactory on a satisfactory level to understand the concepts. Now I hope that from this session you understood what is a clear meaning of the GoTo algorithm, closure algorithm, like. So in this way we have collected all the atoms here. So 8 edges are there, only you have to draw the diagram that I will be telling you how to draw in next session. So friends, so don't come blindly, just अगर आप possible होता है तो थोड़ा सा revise करते हैं पुराने lectures, so that will be beneficial to you. You will, on exam time, you will not need to prepare something exclusively. You can directly attempt the exam of any kind. See, I have covered all the technical things which are generally asked in GATE also, or GRE. I don't know how many of you are familiar with GRE, Graduate Record Examination. If you want to go to USA or some other countries for higher education, you have to appear for a GRE. So GRE is simpler, diluted than GATE. उसका fee भी कम है. So I request you, if possible, try to register in GRE. You will get, and if you get a good score more than 1100 or 1200, around 1200, you will get a scholarship, which is in lakhs. It is 5 lakhs to 7 lakhs or 8 lakhs per annum. So आपका एजुकेशन का खर्चा भी उसमें हो जाता. So anyway, friends, I have taken too much time, so I am ending here. I hope you just raise your hand, and I will understand that you are with me. 39 students are at the end. Anurag and Abhishek and Aishwarya, Ayush. Thank you, dear friends. If you wish, you can send me personal WhatsApp. I will answer it. But you download from YouTube, you subscribe my channel and like some of the videos. I am not getting any likes from you. That is good. No, it is not a good thing. So bye. Take care. Take care of your family, and submit all the homework whatever I have given to you. Thank you, friends.
हेलो गाइस, गुड मॉर्निंग। अगर आप फॉरेन की किसी